Well, whatever narcissism is, it's a checkout. It's the first form of creating a false avatar of yourself. What is a narcissism? Let's simplify. I'm going to pretend I'm something I'm not, and I'm doing this because I'm in pain. I have a trauma, so I create within the context of my mind an idea of myself, which I then project myself into and try to establish that reality for me. And then, of course, that idea, if I can hold on to it, it creates a certain kind of chemistry inside my body, which gives me a certain experience of myself. And then I hold everybody accountable to that. So I don't want to speak about on narcissism, but the point is, narcissism is literally creating an avatar and plugging myself in. It's a mental technology in order to check out, isn't it? Ego is building an avatar.
Yeah. So that's been going on.
And ego is the byproduct of weakness. I'm not talking about ego as this is me. I'm talking about ego as in a sense as a false persona to which you identify to, not the ego, because everybody understands the ego differently depending on where they learn the word. The ego I'm talking about is like your facade, not this is my person, my identity. But sometimes your identity is not your identity, is the facade that you identify to. So anyways, we need to be very clear in the distinguishing of words. But the ego as we understand it, like the facade, what is it? Well, why do you create a facade in the first place? Because there's something weak inside of yourself. Now I understand, there's something weak and you don't have an established sense of who you genuinely are. Well, look at animals. Like, let's look at animals. Animals don't have an ego like humans have an ego. Sure, an animal who's strong is prideful. Yeah, it's fine. He's prideful until somebody breaks him, but he's prideful because he's mightier than the other ones. So is that ego or is that sense of self-pride due to who he is? Right? But besides that, they're all technically the same. Nobody thinks or pretends to be something they're not because nature will confront them. So if you think you're the man, another one is going to come and you're going to fight and see who's the man. If you lose, you lose. What are you going to do? How after you've lost, are you going to pretend that you didn't lose? Right? So there's something about in the realm of nature which is very brute and flagrantly honest. Right, but in the modern world or society, all that could be hidden. A person goes to the gym, are they really strong? No, they've cultivated their body. That doesn't mean they're strong, they look strong. Yeah, okay, so that's a con. Are they really strong? Or they look strong? So they've cultivated the appearance of strength to hide a weakness. So once again, that's what I'm trying to say. So the building of a facade is based on, a facade is a complex psychological process with its particular emotions and a posture and appearance and like the expression of it. But it comes from a fundamental weakness. You have to compensate. How are you going to survive in a world if everybody can see that you're weak? Right? So that avatar is you projecting yourself into that. I'm going to be the black mamba. We use a lot of Kobe Bryant's here because I guess I like it, and maybe I can become the black mamba. But what's the black mamba compensating for? Why must I become the black mamba?